How many more Star Citizen ships would you like in your future fleet? More? Perfect. You're in the right place. Welcome back, Alphas. In this short video, you'll be hearing ship sale tips and tricks for Star Citizen Alpha. I can't have all my favorite ships in my hangar at once, but I do want access to them year-round, whether I've got money to give or not. So I built myself a personal ship store, and so can you. Just had to learn the game within the game. Firstly, some quick basics. Any Star Citizen game package, ship, or upgrade token can be exchanged for store credit for whatever price it was originally purchased at. That's often referred to as melting your ship. Just remember to remove your ship upgrades in-game before you melt it and exchange it. Now, melted ships, they go into your buyback list in the hangar tab of your RSI account page. The system allows you to buy back a ship from your buyback list at the price that you originally paid. Warbond pledges are discounted ships or game packages that are bought with new money, and they can be melted and exchanged for store credit too. They can be bought back with new money, or they could be bought back with store credit if you have a buyback token available. So you gotta check the RSI site to see if you have one. The exception is CCU tokens, paying the difference between two ships. As of 2022, those buyback prices on CCU tokens, they may change from the original price if you melt it. Yeah, so you're not guaranteed the same price that you originally paid if you buy it back. So pro tip, buy at least one Warbond ship on each of these big sales. And if you can, get a concept ship if there's one available. So that way you can gain some monetary value in the future, even if it's not your dream ship. Warbonds might become more valuable over time, especially if the ship you pledge for is a Warbond concept ship, because they tend to go up in price once they're in-game and they're flyable. So that's a good way to be able to gain some value on the whole of your ship that you pledged for early. Pledge for JPEGs. For me, they seem to have grown over time, right? They always go up when they're flyable. So typically, the more rare military-centric ships are for sale at minimum twice a year, with rare civilian ships at least once a year. Star Citizen events like Fleet Week in May and the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November are a great opportunity to upgrade some of your ship's insurance to 10-year, whether you pledged with new money or with store credit. And we're still in alpha, we're not even close to game release. So ship hull insurance for 10 years after launch, that'll do just fine. That'll do, pig. I don't need LTI. Those 2 times a year, that's when they sell the more rare and limited ships. Now in May, Invictus week, they have military-focused ships. Those are all for sale, but they've got all the ships in November, including the civilian-style ships, industry ships, things like that. Nearly every single ship is for sale over the course of the multi-day event, so keep an eye out for those. If you try to put all of those ships in the hangar at once, yeah, that would get really costly. So put some of them on ice in your buyback, And if you have little or no expendable money for which to buy ships this sale, no worries. If you want some capital to play with during these ship sales, store credit is gonna get you there. You could melt some or all of your fleet. Just remember to take off the ship upgrades first. And then you could buy a variety of all kinds of cool ships throughout the sale, even if all you had was a starter ship package to start with. So let me explain how I've bought so many ships during past ship sales. During a free flight event like this, you don't need a game package to play Star Citizen, remember? It's a free flight event. So I typically wait until the free flight event starts, then I remove ship upgrades in-game, and then melt my game package, as long as I don't really need that ship, right? I melt all the other ships that I don't have to keep, because almost everything will be sold during these big events, and they've got the next closest thing to lifetime insurance that you can get. So let's say on one day of the free flight event, you melt your game package worth $45 US. Then you visit the RSI pledge store, and we have $45 to buy, for example, a Pisces with 10-year insurance from that event page, the standalone ship. By the way, if you don't want to go to the event page, you could go to the pledge store, click extras, standalone ships. But if it's a common ship and you're searching on that site, just be sure that you're adding the version with 10-year insurance to your cart, not the 6-month version. Oh, and remember to enter the amount of store credit at checkout. Okay, so now you bought the ship, right? We've melted the game package, bought a fresh ship, then you wait 24 hours and you melt the Pisces. Then you take that store credit and you pick up another small ship. Let's say Argo MPUV, best in show last year, or the Apoa Nox, or the Drake Dragonfly, or the Concept. That's a smart one. And if you have a bigger budget of cash and store credit, you could pick up even bigger ships each day. You could melt every 24 hours, then buy during the sale, add access to those more rare and hard to get vehicles and ships that have 10-year insurance. And whenever you want in the future, you could buy them back from your buyback list. You've got a long list of choices, and you could fly that ship, or you could buy it back and then upgrade it to something bigger later on. And all the while, it retains that awesome 10-year insurance package. And best of all, you don't have to wait on CIG to make it for sale again. You're buying on your schedule. You're pledging for cool ships any time of the year, whenever there's the inclination and the cash, right? Even if they're not currently for sale on the RSI site. Crazy, right? So over the years, I've cultivated my buyback list to have almost everything I could ever need. Build out your buyback list so you can swap ships with credit each patch, or you could buy something out of your buyback list with new money, and you can do that year round. Treat yourself. If you found this video helpful, then share it to your favorite Discord. Tap that like. Then we'll know you want more Star Citizen ship sale tips and tricks.